house and go and scream outside. I was kicked outside. I was wearing nothing but pajamas and socks, no shoes on the porch in the snow. There was a blizzard a few days ago. Hello guys, welcome to a new video, and today's video we'll be reading I guess some entitled parents. Now this is going to be probably way more like messed up in terms of reading for me because of how long it is. If I have time or if I feel like it, I'll read some of the comments. If not, oh well. This one is called my mom called me an abuser yesterday evening, even though she physically and emotionally abused me for my entire life. Don't want to go too much into oops, I hit my candle. Don't want to go too much into it, but to summarize quickly, I was doing online work that I had to complete with a certain time limit that requires your utmost attention. Before I started, I went outside to feed the stray cats who were hungry at my doorstep. I then went to work. All out. Man, see, I'm already messing up. All was well until my mom asked me to go clean up something. I told her that I was busy and I would get I would get done with it. I would get done with it once I'm finished. Reminder, time limit, all is well. Oh yeah. Even though I was on a time limit, I still went and briefly cleaned off what she told me to. I didn't fully check it over, but I still tried to quickly do it. I knew that I would have had to recheck over it when I finished working, but I didn't have the time. All was well. Where was I? Okay. I see. I'm already messing up. I finished my work. It took a while because I have attention and motivation issues. Keep in mind, I had just finished and I was on my way to the kitchen. Now, keep in mind, I did try to clean up, but while I was working and did not finish, then it happened. Wait, did I mess up? No, I didn't. Then it happened all at once. My mom stood in front of me with this mean, frightening look on her face. She then started screaming and hollering at me, cussing me out. Because she said, I didn't do what she says. I realized I accidentally left the fork on the couch I fed the cats with, and I immediately apologized. I hadn't realized I had because I was working, which is a valid excuse. I mean, that's very valid. If you have a time or what was it called? Time thing? Oh, frick. Whatever, time something. It makes sense why you'd be focusing on that. That's fine. You know, my curiosity is like, how old is this person? Because it really depends on like how they are. I'm just curious on what they do. Also, I tried to explain myself and apologize, but she ignored me and kept screaming at me. I told her I tried to do better, and I actually tried because she didn't care. She said I didn't try hard enough to clean up or whatever or whatnot. I kept apologizing to diffuse the situation, but she kept escalating it and getting more and more angry and swearing more and more at me. I told her numerous times I don't like when she swears at me, when she calls me names. Ooh. Okay, so the first name is a female dog. The second one is a mother effer, and then the third one, I mean, I can say it. It's nigga. I'm black. Well, I'm also half black, and this says I'm black. So, but she refused to listen. I acknowledged my mistake, and I was going to clean it up afterwards. But my mom kept yelling, and then out of nowhere, she called me her abuser. She said I effing abused her. I effing abused her. She says I treat her badly ever since I treated her badly ever since I was a toddler. She blames me as a toddler for mistreating me, and I couldn't believe my ears. I guess they meant mistreating her. Here's a list of what my mom said to show you just how hypnotic she is. My question is, like, how can a toddler abuse a full-grown adult, bro? Like, actually, like, be for real. That's saying, like, some people aren't meant to be parents. And these are, like, the people that are not meant to be parents, bro. But, they give this list, and it's not a list, it's, bullet points. As a kid, I was emotionally abused for as young as I remember, being called swear words and names ever since I was a little kid. I didn't just face normal spankings as a kid. I was stripped down to my bare ass and spanked sometimes in front of people. The most brutal spanking is when I was hit outside of the backyard with a laundry extension cord. Another time I was sat on by her while she whooped me. Okay, so the outside thing, I've talked to a couple of my friends, and a lot of us have all been through the outside thing. Like, well, for me, it was different because I used to live like in this little remote area with like pretty much nobody else. It's a small like town pretty much where everybody knows everybody. It just recently, like in the past 6 years, got bigger, maybe with 2 to 10,000 more people. Like it was small that like you wouldn't see anybody for hundreds of acres. Like the closest neighbor was a drive. I don't know, but they were about a couple hundred acres away. So, face punishment as a kid, not only her, but by one of my first grade teachers. The teacher in question required bad kids to hold multiple crates of books for an extended period of time, allowed a student in our class to be beat with a belt by her father in front of all of us, told us black children we could dress up at school as slaves during Black History Month. That's just crazy. I remember I was like, when I was younger, me and my friend, I don't even think he was white because he was like he looked like he was like, not like Hispanic, but like Portuguese, kind of like Portuguese mixed with white. I don't know what he was, but I remember we learned about slavery, and we had this joke ever since then. He was like, "I'm sorry that my ancestors owned Jewish slaves," and I was like, "Oh, okay, I forgive you." It was so funny, but oh well. My mother had me stand on one leg or up on all fours for what seemed to be more than 30 minutes, and we were not allowed to put them down. My mother would then fall asleep, leave us standing up until she said stop. Wait, she was a teacher? Huh. I don't know if she was a teacher or not, but oh well. I was kicked out of the house at the age of 12 2 times for 4 weeks in total, and had to live in a group home, which essentially was like a prison. Couldn't leave except for school, no phones or technology, had to go through a scanner every day. They paid us a bit of money for doing work and took us to the movies like twice, but in return, I had to stay in the room with another random kid and was not allowed to leave besides going to the restroom and taking a bath or going to school / out. I was forced to go to therapy or to get therapy over things my mom reported in my paperwork. One such as thing is I lied to hurt other people, and numerous other misinformation without ever consulting me beforehand. I was sent twice after I was caught being on my Chromebook for school when I wasn't supposed to. I was screaming and crying as I was forced to pack my bags and was dropped off at the location. I wasn't even 12. My mom invaded my privacy multiple times, going through my notebooks and drawings and shit talking them to my relatives without my permission, stood in front of me while she went through my personal notebooks, and I couldn't do anything to stop her. It was one of the few things I had to cope. Threatening to break my things, watched me in the dark while I was drawing in my room without saying anything, and proceeded to yell at me when she caught a glimpse of what I was drawing. That's so weird. Who watches someone while they draw? Especially in the dark, bro. That's weird. Threatened me and my siblings with a gun. It wasn't. It was unloaded. She revealed, And while it happened supposedly as a way to defend her actions, but that doesn't effing matter. I thought I was going to die and get shot by my mom or by mom. And we were forced to do sit-ups and push-ups by what? Yeah. Oh, forced to do push-ups while being held at gunpoint. All because someone used her soap. In middle school, she used to throw everything to the ground if my room was messy, so I'd have a pile of items and shit on my floor to clean up. That happened every once in a while, and I'd come home to pick it up. Uh, Religious trauma was raised in what technically was a cult. Huh. I'm wondering what that was. There's a lot more she did. I don't feel like going into it. I discussed some of the other things in detail on my profile. Update. This isn't the act where I posted it. I don't remember the name of the account, but oh, this isn't the account. Oops, look at me. I don't remember the name of the account, but if I find it, I will post it in the comments. This is just a shit posting alt. So after I heard that I completely mentally lost it and had a mental meltdown and started screaming, and this is what happened. Oh hell nah. You I'm sorry, but anytime people say that, I think of the that meme. Ah hell nah. What? The you bought the plane tickets thing. You should know what I'm talking about, but oh hell nah. You're not gonna do that in my house and go and scream outside. I was kicked outside. I was wearing nothing but pajamas and socks, no shoes on the porch in the snow. There was a blizzard a few days ago and freezing weather. I managed to tell her as she was kicking me out that I hated her. I sat outside crying, fully a mess, until she told me I can come back inside. 30 minutes later, she did briefly come outside and said that she better not hear me say I hate her again. She said she knew I hated her, but I finally said it out loud, which isn't even true. She just kept yelling and yelling and provoked me to say it. Yes, I will admit some kids like sometimes say stuff they don't mean, and this is like one of the things that they say sometimes without actually they don't mean it. But yeah. I then ran to my room, covering my face in tears. This was yesterday. My mom never apologized, never asked how I was doing. Nothing. I don't hate her, but I hate her actions, which are despicable. She never acknowledges or takes blame for what she does. I can see right through her. She deliberately tried to make me upset because it makes her feel in a position of power and control over someone. She hates her life and goes and takes it out on me and my siblings as a way to deflect blame. Blame. What? BLAIM. Blam? Blam. I don't know. She deliberately knew that what she was doing made me upset and intentionally did it. That to see me upset. She was already upset and was looking for an excuse. Any small mistake I did to shift blame. Yeah, okay, that meant blame. Blame to me for her feelings and for her to feel validated once she found it, she went off on me. That's what I think happened. I'm done talking. I'm done talking. I am working on getting a job and getting out of there and going no contact whether I can move out. I will move out as soon as possible. I'm not going to call the police. Instead, give her what she wants. She wants me to leave so bad and constantly asks me when I'm leaving. I'm disabled. Ooh. That makes it even worse. I'm disabled and struggle to find work. So when I do, I'm leaving and I won't be contacting her. I think having her in a nursing home with no one visiting her because of her shitty actions is more punishment than going to prison. Update. Please do not call my mother a witch or a monster. She is not evil, but she is seriously ill and refuses to get help or change. Keep in mind, she thinks what she's doing is right and seems to have a personality disorder. She is sometimes the nicest person ever. On other days, and she's extremely cruel and mean. She thinks that what she thinks that she is doing the right thing, and that she is trying to help me. A truly evil person would not think that. If anyone calls my mother names, you will be blocked immediately. You still don't know her. You don't get to decide if she's evil based on my testimony. I've seen evil people before, but she isn't one, just seriously misguided and ill. I come here for support. I don't have anyone in my life. I didn't post this to give you permission to call my mother names. I am the only one who can do that. You can't. Okay, so first off, your mom's probably just like severely bipolar and has some other stuff, which those are neurological diseases or mental illnesses. Another thing is, I'm pretty sure you can get disability checks if you're disabled, and it's not the best amount of money, but it helps, I think. So that's that. This is classic abuser language. The moment they do not get what they want, their abuser stands for themselves, or the abuse. Sorry, they scream abuse. Listen, the only way to fix this: one, record one of her many episodes, preferably on video because you will need it. And two, leave and never talk to her again. Wise advice: record her abusive behavior will help to provide sufficient evidence for OP, and the authorities should OP have to apply for no contact order against their mother. I think that's gonna be it for this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed my commentary, me reading. I don't know what exactly this would be called, but yeah. Hope you guys have a good day and enjoy. I guess see you next time. I don't know. Peace.